If they never hated me before, you gon' hate me now. See,
Alright, man, what's up? It's your big brother K.
My big brother K.
Right, man. Only by like 2 months, you know what I'm saying? And we are tuned in again to the Underground Dialogue podcast where the name speaks for itself. It's your big brother K. You know, to my far left, my brother
Key Stole in the dough.
And y'all see who's sitting in the middle, man. He's
the fashion director.
He ain't a middleman. He ain't a middleman. He is the man in the middle. What the? He shot a rank at the ball?
Man, you know that's what we do.
Hey, man.
That man say Mr. Fashion Director.
hey, B. Keystone be shooting. He be shooting slugs.
I gave him that number one.
Yeah,
3 strikes. I got
he get me from time to time.
For real?
No, get him on a second strike.
I gotta give him 3, man, because we gotta get this right. We gotta get the show right.
Exactly. You started off on the right energy.
Yeah, that's
right,
man. Legendary energy, man. My brother, man. He I hate when people say he doesn't need no introduction, but he really don't. You know, he just multi-platinum, multi-gold, iconic, legendary. He hate when I do this every time, but I'm gonna do it every single time, man.
Because no dud.
And I'm going next.
Look, look what Keystone just said. We was talking about you before you got here. All the albums that you ever released, you probably the only dude that ain't never dropped a dud.
Not one day.
Ain't never had that one that just be like, oh no, he faced.
You know what? You know what, Reno? I feel like I might have done it one.
Which one? So I can argue with you.
The Last of a Dying Breed might have been.
Come on.
That's definitely
that's not dud.
That's not a dud.
No.
And after I recorded that record, I never listened to it again.
I do that with all my albums, but trust me, if they did a poll, bro,
it couldn't be.
Nobody would say that you ever dropped a dud. It's impossible. You can't.
Wow.
See, because what you might view to be your lowest one is still better than some of these other cats' classics. You know
what? I really appreciate that, man. And I make you know what? When I make records, when I made records, it had to be everything that I wanted it to be, or it wouldn't come out.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Like I would never put out a song that wasn't complete.
Gotcha. Yeah.
You know, I got so many songs, man, and we ain't got no stipulations of what we can play, what we can't play.
You can play and say whatever you want.
All right, good. Because you know that's on me and Willie's podcast, we can't play music because we got to clear it.
Gotcha.
But man, I got stuff that you might need to hear, bro.
Man, that's all
But
good.
man, we can keep this going, but I'll keep playing songs.
Yeah.
And you know, like every song, every moment in life is gonna have a song that
Without
matches.
a doubt.
Isn't that crazy?
That's if you paying attention. See, a lot of the artists don't pay attention to that, so they miss the song. You on the bus, that's the song. You walking down the street, you see 2 cats arguing, that's the song.
That's the song.
You gotta be observant to catch
For real.
I mean, one you did, to me, I was telling Kay earlier, to me, the best one so far was Last of a Dying until Deeply Rooted came out. I think personally, Deeply Rooted is your best work, personally. And one of the best ones I used to think on there that I related to the most is that I'm Bad. When you're in church.
Man, ain't all bad.
It ain't all bad.
But the flow, the cadence though. Now I give me that on the cadence. The cadence is unmatched. I'll give me that on the cadence.
The cadence, the hook, the beat, the whole night. That's one of the repeat ones. And then when I heard it, I said, "Wait, hold up."
You know, I'm gonna tell you something about Face, y'all. See, it's like he don't like when people give him his props.
That's not true.
Hold on, let me say it. Yeah. But what I love about you is that if somebody piss you off, you gonna let them know. Hey, hold on, I'm me now. I done seen him in action online. Like, hold on, wait a minute now. Don't forget. And that's that face. That's the face I like when you're like, hold on, bro, because the humility is cool, but you got to pull that sword out. You can hide it behind your back sometime, but let them know it's still there. You kind of like
every now and then I gotta flash that motherfucker on them.
Without a doubt.
I try not to, man. But back to what you were saying on like the cadence.
Yeah, that's a bad boy.
Was freaking phenomenal.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you what that change. It to me resembles the other hit you did was My Block. My Hood, was it My Block? Yeah, My Block.
You know,
it's sort of those two are sort of resemblance to me. Where it's like a full, you can tell it's a full hit.
So the My Block record, I was recording the Fix album, and I got some more. Let's just find a song from the Fix that we never put out, but it was from the Fix album. And the Fix album, like Def Jam gave me an astronomical amount of money to do this record.
Right.
And I was working at Def Jam as the president of Def Jam South for an astronomical amount of money.
Yeah.
So then, man, it was so easy to record that album because I didn't have nothing to do.
Yeah.
Normally, I have to make my beats, write my song, and then kind of mesh it all together. But this time, all I had to do was pick my beats and write my records. You know what I'm saying? But they brought a record to the table with the Roberta Flack, Donny Hathaway sample. Have you heard the original yet? Let me play the original right quick.
Look, and while he getting that together, see, My Block, that's my theme song when I'm hooping. Like somebody trying to drive to the basket.
Man, you know.
Before we even get there, I'll be like, My Block. Straight up.
So, when we was walking in the building, right? Okay. And K Reno was walking. I said, man, why that boy like walk like an old school junior high school basketball?
Hey, look, man, you supposed to be ranking on him.
No, there wasn't no rank. There wasn't no rank, Reno. I was like, that boy look like a basketball coach.
That's their walk.
That boy look like Coach Rosenberg. You ain't know Coach Rosenberg, huh? No. Okay, he was a coach at Woodson.
People know me from my head and my walk. People that ain't seen me, people that didn't know me before I was rapping, they gonna call me by my name. They gonna say Eric, but they know me from my head. I recognize your head. I recognize your walk. So,
bro, I have never known you not to rap.
Hey, man,
and I know I've been knowing you for at least 36, 37 years, maybe longer than that.
How old you was when you started? Cause we the same age. I'm just a few months old, a couple months old.
I started like on the scene when I was like 15, 16.
Okay. See, I started
DJ acting at that point.
Yeah, I wrote my first record at 13. I wrote my first rhyme at 13. Put my first record out at 17.
Okay. I put my first record out at 17 too.
Yeah, so I mean that's a lot of years.
Yeah, we came together, but like we came out together, Reno. Right. We definitely started at the same time. I think I finally broke onto the scene. Well, made my first record at 17.
Yeah.
H-Town Records. As a matter of fact, I recorded that record right here.
So that was before
right here.
That was before Shortstop.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I recorded my first record right next door in these apartments. And then the man that recorded the records, that H-Town Records name was Jesse Harris, and he lived right here in those apartments facing the Beltway.
Where's that record at? Is that like, did you put it out?
It came out.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it's worth a lot of money.
Who owns it?
45. Who's on it?
Who owns it?
Shit, I own it. It's been 30.
Oh, because it can reverse back to it. Yeah.
Man, I'll put that record out so fast.
Man, I don't want no. I don't. Anyway.
I don't care. You could have been rapping like Dr. Seuss.
This song never made the thing.
Okay. Watch this. I ain't heard it yet.
You do the beat to me?
I didn't do this beat. Flow.
It's the place where the hustle is non-stop. Your muscle is one block, willing to do or die for a spot. Loyalty mandatory, they jam you, don't ever sneak it. We live and die with secrets, no crying to show with weakness. My homie, still my homie, we dirty till it's over, we 30. All of this early, we hit the corner, slay. Quick chunk 'em, we ain't we get the dumping. Bang up the 95, we ride, we get to something, no change, we still get weed and get money like how we need it. Love could never leave it, betray it, could never see it. It's dangerous, but it's plain, it's the only place I can be in. Except that I'm just a nigga, I'm 24/7 scheming and screaming.
Man, it is.
Yes. See, segue into what we were talking about.
No. See, this thing. See, we got toppling noise. When you got so many,
You know I don't have no problem walking out this motherfucker. I know you see my own.
See, we should have been closed the door.
door.
We don't like to have all the stuff showing. Like so that's the dead body.
Yeah.
We don't want the dead body showing. But when you got so much heat, bro, that a song like that can't even make the cut.
That's crazy.
You know, that's like having a basketball team. We got all these. You know how they bring all them dudes in for the Olympics.
Yeah.
And then it'll be a dude that was an all-star and he can't even make the team
Yeah, he get in.
Durant and LeBron and all them on the squad. Damn. That's what that's like, bro. How did that not? How did the decision go to not let that make the record?
So I reached out to Mos Def.
Okay.
And Mos Def has a verse on this record somewhere. And it just, his verse was immaculate. And the verses that I did were pretty good too. But it just didn't fit the fix. You know what I'm saying? It didn't fix. It didn't fit fix.
The concept. Yeah.
It didn't fit that concept of the fix. I got so many songs that just didn't make.
No, that makes sense though, because I see it now. Because it be like that when you got an album, the title is a concept, so all the songs got to fall under that umbrella. And sometimes you make a song that don't really line up with everything else that's on the project. You know, so yeah, I get that, but I'd still stuff it.
Yeah, I was about to say because that seemed like it fit to me, bro.
Man, I'll kill y'all with this thing,
bro.
I got so many records for y'all, bro.
That's why I see it, man. I'll be hearing you saying how you don't want to keep putting out music, and is it to the point because of what did Deeply Rooted do to you when it comes to the music sales or the music?
Oh, it did
business?
Absolutely fantastic.
It did? Okay.
Oh my God.
What made you want to stop?
We did 60, 70,000 units independent.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It don't get no better than that, in my opinion. My thing is this.
Right.
We don't really have control of our shit no more.
It's industry. It
You
ain't
know what
art.
I mean?
It ain't
Like,
the artist.
Okay, I'm not signing a label. I put my own stuff out. But you sign to a label though. You know why?
Yeah.
Because every time your shit is played on Spotify,
Yeah.
every time your shit is played on Apple
Man.
or whatever music streaming platform, that's your label.
Yeah.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
No, he right.
That's your label.
You can't fully escape it. You can't fully transition into real freedom because, like you say, even if you say, "Well, man, I do everything myself," I do it, which a lot of us do. You still going through those platforms.
You still going through the platform, and it's costing.
But don't they give you a whole half a penny?
Yeah.
Oh man!
Yeah.
Hold up,
No,
man. Yeah, man,
but so basically, you saying you wasn't pissed off about the art. You pissed off
No, I
about
ain't
how
mad at
the
the art at
industry
all.
set up.
And look at streams.
Yeah. Look, if you can move the 4 or the 8 and just put up there by itself, that'll be strong. But the 4 and the 8 is up there together.
That's 48.4 million streams last year. I mean, this year right here, 48.4 million streams.
Bro, what is that like, man? All these years, you know how many cats we done seen come and go that lost their heart, they ain't doing it no more. What that's like in 30 some years later, you still touching 50 million streams when old school rappers ain't supposed to be getting them kind of numbers no more.
We got lucky. We caught a blessing, man. We caught a break. You know, God said it was so. You know what I mean?
Right.
Come on, Reno, man. Stop, bro. Stop, man. We come from the same everything at the same time.
No doubt, yeah.
What you mean? You dropping 10 albums at one time, bro? Come on, dog. You talking about how legendary I am to you?
Yeah,
this is how legendary you are to me.
I'm the interviewer, man.
No, man, actually, you K Reno to me,
Right, yeah.
bruh. So
now I'm finna go. Now go ahead.
I was gonna let everybody know. Look, man, here's the thing. So if you notice, like, let me be like real straight the fuck up with everybody that's on here that's paying attention. Like, people act like they want to do a record with K Reno. But notice, ain't nobody just asked K Reno to get on their shit.
Lil Kiki came here and he said, I ain't finna do no record with no K Reno.
Exactly. And you know what I said? I say, bro, I'm always bigging up K Reno in my interviews.
That's right.
Always prop him, bro, because of his ability to deliver.
Yeah.
Every time.
Now, you know, though, in this life.
I ain't done, man. I know this is
off in the transition. Go ahead.
2 more seconds. 2 more seconds.
Y'all both the same.
No, it's not. No, we different because
giving you flowers.
No, let me give you your flowers, bro. Because I had the kahunas to put K Reno on my record.
Yeah, we just talking about that. Yeah.
But notice he ain't been on no more.
That's the cleanup on aisle 9.
Say, man, why that man say, me and Faith second to none, making records for fun. You 36 in the strip club getting naked for buns.
Hey, man, look.
K Reno, you have got to be the dopest MC, period. And you know what? We took
coming from you, bro.
We took the same road coming in, but our paths differ. You know, in the middle of it, you wanted to keep your life, your sanity, your peace of mind, your not being mad and bitter at this industry. Yeah. And I chose the other road to go ahead and see what it was like, bro. And you had wisdom and knowledge upon wisdom and knowledge, and you knew what this shit was like up here. But you ain't tell me.
Well, you know, but at the same time that was happening, I was looking at you. I was looking at Will. I was looking at any of the other. Well, y'all was the first one to hit it on that level. So I was looking at y'all. And like, man, proud, like, because y'all did it.
Yeah, but you was there, though. Yeah, and all you had to do was do the same thing, and you said, you know what, y'all can add that shit.
But you know what, like you say, it was set up to be that way because what y'all did, y'all brought credibility to our region, bro. Because you know how they looked at us.
Yeah, but if you would have put some shit out there for them to look at, they wouldn't have looked at us like that no more.
Well, I mean, I think you the one that made them not look at us like. See, I said this last time I interviewed you, bro. You the only artist I know that is loved and accepted on all the coast, in all the regions. It's like, don't nobody got no problems with face. Nobody. So you brought the credibility to people say, well, man, these dudes is country. They can't rap. None of them can't rap. Nah, hold up. Yeah. Did y'all hear face?
But he don't do storytelling.
What are you talking about? Well, hold up. Wait. He can't tell no story. Did y'all hear face?
Exactly.
Hold up. He can't spit. He can't wordplay. He can't put brackets together. Yeah. Did y'all hear face?
His videos ain't that intriguing.
So now,
what?
Y'all seen face?
Have y'all seen face? So I mean, so you brought that, man, and y'all brought that to us because I think now that made the people look at the rest of the artists, not just in Houston but in the South, and say, well, you know what, maybe they can do a little something. That helped me.
Yeah. Your lyrical technique and the height was everybody's goal and mission. Like shit, I'm sitting in the car. You know my DJ, right?
Yeah, Damo.
Mike, yeah.
Shout out to Damo.
We sitting in the truck riding, man, and we was listening to one of your records a long time ago. And it was like, we looked at each other and he said, damn, K Reno. Bruh, because the lyrical content was like, oh shit. And we looked at each other and shook our head like, man, K Reno.
But we were saying that the other day. Like, the more it's like certain people, they fall off when they get older.
No.
Y'all guys are getting sharper. And like K's last CD was crazy.
Who? K. Oh, I thought you were talking about Case. I was like, I like Case, but I ain't heard about the singer.
We're not talking about that outfit.
We don't call him Case. We don't call him Case. We just call him Reno.
Yeah, I call him Case.
Yeah, I just call him Reno.
But his album, was over, like, way, the lyrical content was
Yeah,
crazy.
ain't crazy.
So
man.
the same way yo Deeply Rooted was. I ain't, man, you was so sharp on that Deeply Rooted.
Man, I gotta find
That's
some
why I
records
said,
for y'all. I'm so glad y'all invited me today.
Man, look, and what's so cold is like the game be missing something with Faith. Faith, he be taking too long, bro. It's like 5 years, 4 years, and like he be taking too. Hey, look, let me tell you how story. Look, I don't know if you remember this. That's why I brought him a copy of my book today.
there you go.
I tried to battle Face one time.
Yeah.
So you don't remember that? This back we was at Kids Jam at KTSU.
Okay.
And the story's in the book, but he taught me. He gave me the game, like gently gave me the game.
Okay.
We was at KTSU probably in the late '80s, early '90s when the Scarface single came out, and everybody, their mama was about to tear their head off anytime that song came on. Right. So I'm still now. I started small time.
Okay.
Okay. So when that came on in the club, bro, it's over. So I'm still young K Reno, battle rapper K Reno, you know. I want to try to prove I can battle rap anybody. We at Kids Jam, I guess we was doing the interview the same time. Face came later. I'm outside with Murder One, with Ronnie Love. So Face pull up.
Well, Murder,
Jump out the car. Chilling, we outside talking. In my mind, I'm like, man, I want to battle Face. You know what I'm saying? And he put out a cigarette. So I'm talking. You had just told me, he said, man, I did a show in Louisiana last night. Exact words, George. He said, man, I started singing that song. I just took the mic and did this.
Oh, yeah.
And the whole crowd was singing the song. So I said, well, man, you know, I want to see where I'm at, man. You know, that's battle. I ease into it. Face say, man, I'm more so trying to build something and expand something bigger than just local scene. And he didn't say like, man, shut the hell up. He like put me down easy, kind of like, dude, it's levels, man. I ain't worried about that no more. Straight up. That's basically what he said. And I got that, and I felt dumb after I like this dude ain't worried about that. This dude is building now this early Face.
Okay.
He ain't even waiting now, but he was building a legacy. Like, dude, I ain't worried about that, right? You need to be focusing on trying to get where I'm at. Cause that little battle rap that's cool, but in the long run, that ain't all it is to it, man. So I appreciate it.
I can't. I don't remember that, but I mean, for the betterment of my career and for the legacy, man, I'm glad.
I respected that, bro, because I was a little hot head. Like I just wanted to see any rap I saw. I wanted to bow in the face. Like, dude, we ain't on that. We ain't on that. All right, we ain't on that.
We got a little goodie mob on this one.
This dude got songs that unheard that he can probably put on the put out as an album and just tear the game up right now.
I gotta find this song, man. We in the game.
I guess see, the game is another one.
Now, you know what? The game is underrated lyrically.
Lyrically, yeah, I think the same way too.
I don't know what category they put him in this category. I guess I don't know, just on some West Coast gangster rap, but Game be putting some bars together.
And that boy shit a fool right now, huh?
Yeah.
Hey, Game a fool right now.
That's amazing, bro. That's amazing. We in here with the legend, the icon, the one and only.
I'm all right. I'm trying to find y'all some music, man.
Take your time. We'll chop it up.
Yeah, keep chopping it up. I'm just trying to find some stuff.
Let me transition real quick, man, because we was talking outside about a lot of the stuff that's going, this violence and stuff going on out here in the city, man. And I definitely wanted to get your take on it. And you asked me a question that I was actually going to ask you in relation to then and now. And you say, man, is it the same? Is it different? Because the thought process is we're going to say, man, back when we was coming up, it wasn't this crazy.
I can't say that.
Yeah, that's what I'm asking. Yeah. What's your take on that?
I think that today these kids are just a little bit more reckless. Okay? like they're a little more reckless. Cause listen, K Reno, when we was coming up and we was young, and coming up, it was I'm almost certain that it was the same kind of shit going on. But it was going on because of it's the same things. Robbery, it was drug
Uses it.
Selling.
It was because of drugs, it was jacking, it was stealing people's cars, it was. But I don't. The thing that makes it different right now is the age of social media.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's what makes it more like damn.
Yeah,
you know, like you got a little kid to walk up down the street on live and then dong somebody.
Right.
Oh, what's up with this nigga here? Bam, 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 on live.
Got them views.
So now
You got them clicks.
Yeah.
But now you got the like center stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, like drug wars, bro. Like drug related. You know, cutting people's throats and pulling their tires through the Colombian necktie days and you know, another example, my partner Toast. Remember Toast?
Yeah.
They shot Toast in his safe.
Cornell, brother.
Cornell X and Quincy Evans' brother.
Yeah.
They shot him in the safe.
Yeah.
You know, they shot his girlfriend through the hand. Okay, and I think that somebody got killed on the couch that they said was still asleep.
Yeah.
Feel me?
Right.
So it you never found out who did that because you know they didn't talk because they didn't know nothing to talk about, right? And I think that the person that was guilty of doing that finally did confess after he got a life sentence or something for something else. And but I can't say that it's different, man. I think that these kids are a little more reckless than we were growing up. You know, I think they're a little more reckless, man. I think that those bullets I can't even say that because it's been a whole lot of kids hitting crossfire.
No,
a lot of drive.
I agree because this is called the Joshua generation. They got that fearlessness in them. It just misguided and mischanneled. So, what do you think? Where you think that we dropped the ball? If you think we did,
we most definitely dropped the ball. You know, we dropped the ball because we grew up. We let our kids grow up with the mentality that. Well, we raised our kids with the mentality. I don't want my kids to have to go through what I went through growing up,
and I know that strengthened you,
and that made us into the people that we are today. But you know, I don't want my son to have to go. I don't want my daughter to have to go through what I had to go through, and I think we might have fucked them up because we didn't turn out as bad as we think, as bad as we thought we could have turned out. You know what I mean? Like everybody is putting that I want my child to have a better life than or I don't want my child to have to go through what I went through. And man, I think that's just
they ain't getting the principles though.
Okay? They're not getting principles.
I don't want my child to go through what I went through. Okay, that's cool, but they still got to learn how to appreciate whatever it is they do get.
They ain't got no money. They ain't got no money, bro. They don't have no money. They did it for nothing, bro. You know, they don't have no money, man.
I used to always say a lot of times what they missing is we was able to go outside. There was people on certain corners that would teach you and show you what not to do, how to do it, whatever.
Tell you, force you on what not to do.
Let me tell you something, man. And this is as real as I'm going to be able to put it. Cyndi Lauper had a song called Money Changes Everything. All right? I got money. Money changes everything. So think about that. Money changes everything. You think that these little niggas would be out here doing that dumbass shit if they had money?
No, or if they knew how to get money.
It don't even matter not knowing how to get it or getting another. Like, I'm not finna come and break into your house, or I'm not finna come and try to steal your shit, bruh. Because I got some money.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. I think that it comes from not having.
It's systemic. It's a systemic issue. It's a condition that we've been put in that forces you to go into that mode of what you feel is survival. And now survival to me means I'm finna jack him. I'm finna take what you got. I'm finna kill you to survive. It's systemic. It's set up like that.
It is, and America is not ashamed of what it did.
Without a doubt.
Without a doubt.
All right, since you want to just really get on some deep shit,
That's
Professor Reno.
That's a book cover, a book title right there.
Professor Reno, this is what they did. This is by design. This is not by accident. It's not by accident at all. And they're not ashamed of what they did to you.
Right.
They're not ashamed of what they did to us.
Right.
All right. Yeah, I'm gonna bring you to this country against your will, kidnap you.
One.
All right. I'm gonna sell you off to the highest bidder.
I'm gonna take everything that you was, your name, history, all that. You ain't gonna even know what you
don't know who your people are.
One generation after you gonna be cut off from your whole existence. That's
bruh. I don't know nobody crossed the water.
I'm gonna make you build America, then call you lazy.
Right.
I'm gonna make you build this country, and then let's keep going. I'm gonna sell you.
5.
And I'm gonna impregnate you and make you and use your baby that I have with you for alligator baby. All right. I'm gonna make you have sex with your mother.
Come on, Lord.
So we can create the ultimate fuck.
Come on.
Sell him. And your daddy better not say shit, or I'm gonna kill him in front of y'all.
Exactly. 8, 9, 10.
And you wonder why, man, this is so bad, but it's so real. You know, you'll tell me to get over slavery, but you won't tell the Jewish people to get over the Holocaust.
Good teaching. Let's go.
And on that note,
keep talking about it. But that's part of the systemic issue.
But I'm just saying, bro, if we got to get over it, I want to know, how do we get over it? And we just leave the shit alone and not worry about it no more? Because every time I say anything about anybody of the Jewish religion or nationality or whatever you want to call it, I'm anti-Semitic.
Yeah, and then you will be crucified.
You can't fucking crucify me. I don't give a fuck. You don't sign my check.
Yeah. And that's the being free.
And see, that's the beautiful thing about when you sit on the shoulders of the streets. Ooh, you don't feel none of that they be talking about, man.
I'm just saying, Reno, I ain't mad at no motherfucking body, man. Excuse me.
I am.
Okay, well,
go ahead.
Okay.
I can't speak.
Yeah, all right. Well, all I'm saying is, man, like, you want me to get over some shit that you can't get over.
Facts.
All right, man. And does reparation fix the situation with our people? It's a start.
All right, we all got some money.
I mean, once we all got some money, here's the thing, man. If you were really a masterful thinker, especially in a powerful position as far as the United States Congress or Senate or is concerned, you would say, man, I got so much empty land over here, and here, and I can mass them together. I can put all those land masses together, you know, put electricity and water on it, and just give these black people somewhere to go, and we can let them have their own shit.
You got a final call over there?
You got the final call over here?
Because everything you're talking about, see, when you look at, we believe in separation. Shout out to the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan, but Elijah Muhammad talk about separation, bro. And what he said is that America needs to give us some of these states. Mm-hmm. Give some of these states, because it's owed to us. So give us some of these states, about 20 of them.
Yeah.
And let us go for ourselves.
That's on my mind.
And then y'all can do whatever the hell y'all want to do. And in giving us these states, guess what's going to happen for them? They're going to get a reprieve from God, who already tearing America up because of what they've done to the black and the brown and to the Native American. So at the end of the day, if you want to save yourself, you would be smart to say, yeah, just like Faith said, give them some of this land, let them go for themselves, because they don't want us. They don't want it. And it's been proven that the union is not beneficial to us, it was beneficial to them because we built this country up. But it ain't been beneficial to us. So let us go.
Yeah.
Let us go. But the problem is, let me ask you this. Because this is the second part of that argument. You say, okay, well, if they do open the door for that, how many of us would really go? How many of us would really come?
I'm going.
And make that move. Because we so in love with this westernized society and what we think it provides for us. A lot of us ain't gonna go because we on white man job making $250,000 a year. We getting paid in the NBA. We getting all this money. A lot of us gonna say, them niggas crazy talking about separating and leaving. So
let me put something on your mind. Take black people out of everything.
You just took the
soul out of America.
The food is bland.
Take black people out of everything. Imagine if black people only did it for black people.
Yeah.
They wouldn't let you in. You know, they had a basketball league, a football league, a baseball league. They had record labels. They had oil companies. They had all of this shit, and they wouldn't let you in.
Right.
You know, like you won't let them in.
Right.
You know the affirmative action is on the table, right?
Yeah, they trying to
call it back.
Yeah,
pull it back. Yeah. I'll tell you something funny, Reno. I want you to digest this while we all sitting here.
Yeah.
Everything that we have was granted to us by a judge.
Talk about it.
All the rights that we have, the right to sit down at a restaurant, the right to assemble, the right to vote, the right to walk outside and not be fucked with, the right to whatever has been signed off on by a judge. Imagine if those same statutes or amendments that are put in place are now taken away from you as per Roe v. Wade. Wow. If they could change that law for 50 years, then that Voters Act is next. All right? That Affirmative Action Act is next.
Yeah.
That Nigga You Free Act is next. And captivity comes behind that.
Let them have it. This deals anyway. I say,
Yeah, man.
If we fall into that trap in 2022, then we the fools.
We just here, y'all.
Yeah.
Shout out to all our friends that are not responsible for what their ancestors have done to ours.
Let me ask you this.
Well, that's cold, man.
Yeah, right.
Hey, man, because wait, but then I'll let you go. Because some of my best friends are white.
That was my uncle. That was me.
Yeah,
but you know what? But on that note, because a lot of the racists would try to use that as a justification. But what we say to them is that you still benefit.
Exactly.
Hey man, you ain't gotta tell me, big bro.
Yeah, exactly. So,
hey man, the people that are responsible for slavery is dead.
Right.
That's Mitch McConnell saying this.
Right.
Wow.
The people that are responsible for slavery are dead. That's bullshit. The people that are responsible, the entity that's responsible for slavery is alive and well right now today.
The institution is still in place.
Hey bro, it's in place.
And guess what's more? And get on another deeper level than that, still in place is the mindset.
That's what's on
the flesh died, but the mindset passed on.
Yeah, and it's on
for generations and generations and generations.
Because if I have benefited from your suffering to where my generations and generations gonna eat forever, I ain't trying to come off of that.
Exactly.
So they could talk that talk all they want, but at the end of the day, y'all still eating fat off of what was done to our ancestors, by your ancestors. So that's facts.
If you had all of the power in the world, would you want to relinquish it?
Yeah,
and the answer is no.
Come on, man. Exactly.
And America has all the power in the world.
And what Frederick Douglass said about power, he said power concedes nothing without a demand. So everything that we did receive, it came from them same fights you was talking about. We had to march and get beat upside the head and bit by dogs and spray water. But Mr. Farrakhan, he took it a step further. He said power conceives nothing without demand backed by power. So our demand gotta have power behind that in order for it to be effective. So I mean, this is what I wanted to ask you.
Man, this is gonna be bad.
Because we own the subject of all this stuff. Now, you and Willie D was running for office around the same. Is that a fight you think about taking on again? What? Because
we gave you that drive to do that,
bro. I was happy, but did y'all talk about that, or y'all just happened to be doing that at the same time?
Hey man, Willie came in about a month later, and I was like, man, don't do that, man.
Why you ain't want him to do it?
Because you know the move that I was making was powerful.
Yeah.
okay.
All right. When he jumps into the move, it looked like a shit show now. It doesn't look serious.
It's Ghetto Boys for Congress.
Yeah, you know, it don't look right.
I was happy, man.
I mean, man, shout out to Will, man. But I would have waited, man. I would have waited and ran for something else. The last thing you wanted is 2 months. You wanted two dudes with you know. You see how our podcast is working.
I would have loved to see it.
Man, let's
you
do
talk
something.
about these dudes is not politicians,
At
but
all.
they throwing their hat in that arena. But I can imagine them wars that was going to take place with you and Will talking to them folks, man.
Especially someone just
bro,
ask the wrong question.
Man,
Just watch our podcast.
Without a doubt.
That's enough, man.
We watch the podcast all the time. Y'all like yin and yang.
Let's get into that though, because we definitely want to talk about that. The Ghetto Boys Reloaded podcast. What made y'all decide to do that? How did that idea come about?
Well, in all honesty, me and Willie talk on the phone for hours and hours and hours and hours and hours about all kinds of shit.
Yeah.
Right? To the point that where my girl would have to leave the room because she knew we was gonna be on the son. Oh, it's Willie. She just leave because she know we're gonna be in there for a long time.
Right.
And I was talking to Charlemagne about doing a podcast.
Right.
And I had a buddy of mine that was a comic, white guy, that I was gonna do my podcast with. And Erica said, man, it may be better if you did it with Willie.
Yeah.
And then I was like, no shit. So I text Charlemagne and said, man, what you think about the Ghetto Boys doing a podcast? He's like, I'm all on board.
Done.
I'm all the way on board.
Yeah.
So I called Willie, and Willie is the most impossible person in the world to do anything.
That's the funny part about that podcast,
Man.
man.
I'm like, Willie. I'm like, Willie, you want to do a podcast? Hell yeah. I said, we're going to do it through iHeart and Charlemagne. How much we going to get paid? He don't give a fuck about nothing but how much he going to get paid.
Okay.
If it was just me and him doing it, then there wouldn't be no how much we going to get paid.
Yeah.
But and I understand, you know. Willie want to get the money for it, you know.
Amen.
I ain't mad at him either. I would love to go out on the road with the Ghetto Boys.
Man. Come on.
Yeah, and I would like to take Bushwick Bill's son on the road with us.
Little Bill. Yeah.
Yeah, but that's not gonna happen.
Yeah.
No, Willie says no.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. So it look like I'm just touring by myself.
I just like y'all dynamic, man, because it's a conversation. It's two partners that's talking how everybody talk. Y'all arguing, disagreeing, and y'all just doing it on camera and everybody get to see it, but y'all still end up getting to the point of whatever.
Oh yeah, no doubt.
That's what makes it dope.
He was talking about this. Our last podcast was talking about surviving the encounter.
Yeah.
You know, with the police.
Right.
Okay. And he was like, man, you know, just get out the car, just comply, just blah blah, just blah. I'm like, but I can't do that.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not doing shit. Why are you fucking with me? I'm sitting here. What do you want with me?
Yeah.
You want to know? You want to see my ID? For what?
I see what you're saying.
What I do? What you need to see what am I being harassed?
That's a hard conversation.
It's a very hard conversation because, like Willie was saying, survive the encounter and deal with that shit in court.
You're trying to get the best.
I lean more towards that.
Trying to get the best.
And I lean more towards fuck you.
Yeah.
Why are you fucking with me?
Yeah.
But see, you're trying to get the best outcome.
Yeah, man.
Okay,
the best outcome is to leave me the fuck alone because it ain't gonna be easy.
Because people is here. Think about Sandra Bland for me.
Everybody.
And think about, but I'm using her specifically because, in my opinion, the police officer was trying to trick her. Mm-hmm. So if your mindset is, man, why you mess with me and all this shit, the law he know what to say to you to get a rise out of you, to escalate it, to give him a justification to do something.
I'm not gonna never give him a justification to bam on me, but I am gonna let him know it ain't no easy. It ain't no easy life.
Yeah. And
I got a lot of law enforcement friends in way high places.
Right.
So make sure that when you fuck with me,
you ready.
That it's real. Right. Like, don't come in here playing with me. I don't do shit. Yeah. I don't even smoke weed, bro. Like, let me make it, man.
No, that's a hard conversation, bro.
It is, man.
Because when you think about it, it's like, man, I got people that expect to see me walking in door. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So if I got to just, all right, man. But to your point, how many of us have complied and still got it? You know what I'm saying? It's tough, man. That's a hard conversation,
sitting in his car eating a hamburger and the door fly open.
Yeah, man.
Or one dude sleeping in the drive-thru line.
See, because I don't like when they get online and then all them racists get in the comment section about, well, if you just comply, then
that's another reason why I'm not gonna comply. Yeah. Fuck you, man.
Yeah, it's hard. Man.
Fuck y'all. Yeah, you gonna keep complying? You gonna keep kicking me in my ass and keep water hosing me and sicking your dog on me, man? Yeah, man. Man, leave me alone, man.
We need to do a poll on this.
Right on that, yeah.
Man, leave me alone, bro. For real. You gonna keep kicking me in my ass, putting the water hose on me and sicking the dogs on me if I keep letting you do me like this, man. And now you doing our kids like these babies. Exactly. You handcuffing these babies and throwing them in the fucking squad car. Stop.
And you know what's so cold about how we have to actually sit down and talk to our children on how to talk to the police. This is what you do.
But you know what I did notice? Go ahead.
No, I'm through.
You know what I did notice though? Mm-hmm. I saw a lot of young black HPD officers now.
Okay. So what do you think about that?
Love that. Okay. Because we speak
each other.
I said,
man, come on, Reno. Yeah.
I say that because of this. When I was growing up, those was the worst ones.
Some of them. Yeah. Nah, you had the one or two.
You had the old brainwash motherfucker.
You remember Cube said black police showing up for the white guy. Yeah. You had a handful of them, but for the most part,
they got black police in black neighborhoods, and I see it.
Yeah.
And I respect that, and I appreciate Mayor Turner and the chief for understanding that. If you don't speak the same language and you don't have the same compassion for my community,
you don't need to be
as we do, then you don't need to be there. Right. You know what I'm saying? If you Hispanic, you're a Hispanic police officer, then you should patrol the neighborhood that you have compassion for. Yeah. You don't need to be in fucking South Park, Sunnyside.
Unless you that boy.
Unless you from there.
Yeah, because you got some of our Mexican partners. They in hip hop. They so we more connected.
I'm cool with that.
But I understand what you're saying. See when what's the dude name that killed Mike Brown? Darren Wilson. Mm-hmm.
He's a piece of shit.
When he got the job,
he shouldn't have been there.
When he got the job, he said, "I want to go in the black neighborhood because that's where all the fun at." He already knew what he was gonna be doing once he got to the black. So yeah, they gotta screen them dudes, man. They gotta do psychological evaluations on these cats, and because they jumping into law enforcement specifically to carry out them kind of acts on black folks, man.
I'm very disappointed that we are in 2022 and we still have racial injustices being done to black people now. Let me tell you what happened. So Bel Air got an $8 million baseball field being built. Worthing does not have a baseball field, period. Right?
Worthing is in the hood, y'all.
Yeah. If you look at all of these Fort Bend schools, they all have turf fields at their school now. Yep. And you go to Jack Yates, or any of these other, schools, you got grass.
Yeah.
The lap that's falling apart, man.
Bit up grass.
Put the same shit. I'm talking about not only high schools, junior high schools have
Same thing.
they got turf fields.
Yeah.
And I'd give anything to see Woodson get a turf field.
Yeah.
Or Thomas get a turf field.
Yeah.
I don't know if Pershing has a turf field as of yet, but I went to Pershing. I'd like to see. They probably got one because there's money over there.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, man, you very selective with the purse string, and check this out. If you charge, like, okay, look at the taxes. The taxes that's being paid in our district,
Right.
as opposed to the taxes that's being paid in Cypress.
Right.
So you get more shit in Cypress than you do in Blue Ridge.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Like, when this shit all just trickle down into our neighborhoods, man. Well, they have better education, yeah, but they have better teachers.
Yeah.
You know?
More resources.
You got more resources.
Yeah.
Put more money in our schools, and we'll have the same thing. Notice the conspiracy, big bro. Notice the conspiracy. You want to put the C grade, D grade teachers in our community.
Yeah.
But you got top notch in the Katy school district.
And that's why they perform as much as they do. And then
It ain't that we stupid, y'all.
No.
How we fix
resources.
that though? Because that, you remember back when we was coming up, Jones, Sturd, and Worthing, that's in our neighborhood, South Park, full to capacity. All of a sudden, over time, we started losing the students, man. The quality of the schools went down.
Yeah.
How did we fix? Well, how did it happen, and how do we regain what we once with Yates and all that, man? How do we regain that, man?
Okay, well, let me tell you what happened. First, our grandparents had that house.
Okay.
And their children grew up in that house. And they got married and moved away from that house.
Mm-hmm.
And they had kids, and their children populated the neighborhood that they lived in. Okay, so that's why you've seen the big, the big numbers that they went to Missouri City.
Right.
And went to those Fort Benning schools. Everybody left
said
our
that.
neighborhood.
Yeah.
And went to
That's
Missouri City.
We moved from South Park to Mo City.
Sure.
We went to South Park and Mo City. South Lake is the Mo City. And then as your grandparents got older, as their children got older and they all moved out the house, it was just your grandparents in that house. So they had no more kids to feed that school.
Yeah.
So when your parents, grandparents or whatever died out, then it was just an empty house that sold to somebody else, or that just they're being maintained by whoever, by you, and rented out. But it's not the same because we don't have families growing in those communities no more. We moved out.
Yeah.
We moved on. We got our own families now.
Then we had the zoning too, where if you live somewhere, you had to go to school that in the proximity.
That's true. There ain't no zoning
They
no
kind of
more.
lifted. Is it still zoning? You can go wherever you want to go now, or you got to be.
No, most school districts you still got to go, but you got a lot of, like, I got kids that I'm in Brookshire, but I got a lot of kids that live in Katy.
Yeah.
They got cousins, that they share addresses.
Oh, so we used to do that too. Like, I'm gonna put my aunt address on there so I can go.
My wife did that to not go to Long Beach Unified School District. That was a bad school district.
Yeah.
So she went to Mayflower, which was a much better school. So she used somebody's address. She go get mad.
We got to teach it
Here
off
it is.
camera, man. That's why we asked that question. Man. But that's crazy, man.
And
We got to get our neighborhood back.
And the way that we fix it, I mean, it's over, man. Because you know why? Gentrification, bro.
Hold up.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you look at it like this, guys. We moved in to the neighborhoods that they moved out of.
Yep.
When we moved in, the property value went to zero. And the property value in these suburban neighborhoods, their shit went all the way up. Now, they're moving back to the inner city. And we moved out to the suburbs. So now they're taking over
We followed them out there and they doubled back.
They doubled back.
And bought it at the low.
And bought it at the low price, and that's way out of range. You can't even afford to come back and follow them. But man, let me ask you a question, man. And I hate to be like this, but man, why are we constantly trying to be a part of something that does not want us to be a part of?
Say that one more time. Yeah,
No doubt.
that is freaking true.
That's the conditioning. You know, we always talk about how we've got this thing as black folks where we feel like white folks' ice is colder.
Yeah.
And ice is ice. It's the conditioning. That's why we run out to spend thousands and thousands of dollars with Gucci and Louis and all these different people. But then when your little partner in the area come out with his clothing line and he say, man, I want $40 for this. You look at him, man, I ain't paying no $40 for no t-shirt. See, it's conditioning. It's a mindset that we got. It's a poison in our mind that we got to shake in order for us to get what we need to get. So that's the answer. Plain
That's
and
the
simple.
answer. You got. Don't get me wrong, guys. You got people out here that's all for diversity and inclusion.
Yeah.
And the owner of the Astros, Jim Crane, is the epitome of a good dude, like a solid dude. And I think that the world could take a page out of his playbook.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Okay. Well, you teaching me, cause
I
look.
Hey.
That's why he laughing. Cause I look at all of them,
Bruh.
and I was like,
bruh, you,
I be
me.
like,
me.
yeah,
I look too because I know what it is, bro.
Yeah.
But when you start showing what it is, then my understanding a little better.
Don't talk about it, be about it.
No, man, bro, he could have put anybody in this country over that winning team.
Yeah,
but he chose Dustin.
Yeah. Justice making it happen.
He could have. Yeah, that's a winning team. But he could have befriended anybody to help him be a special advisor to him. But he chose Reggie Jackson. Yeah. All right.
I got
you know what I mean?
Look, man. Look, I'm gonna take it at your word. That's just me. I'll look at him like, even that. I'll be like, what's the reason behind it? What are he up to?
And the lady that runs the foundation is a sister, Paula Harris.
Yeah.
Okay. Who in turn, like they do a lot of stuff for the community, man, and I appreciate it.
Nah, that's cool.
But if we're gonna look at the who's the guy's name that owned the Texans?
McNair, the son, Cal McNair. Yeah. His daddy was going to say we can't let the inmates run the jail. Yeah, run the prison or whatever he said.
Yeah, but where does that set his son?
Well, he's in the same block.
Exactly.
And then far too far from the tree.
And can't.
Yeah.
And I'm looking at Jerry Jones, bro.
Yeah, we
were talking about that too.
Okay. Man, Jerry Jones is
sorry, George. Yeah, go ahead. Cowboys fan right there.
I mean,
let's get it.
Hold on.
Let's get it.
Yeah. Listen to my story.
Don't hold back.
Listen to my story. Jerry got caught, and I don't even think he give a fuck about being caught, but he's on a picture when he was 15 years old.
Mm-hmm.
And
part of a mob.
I don't know. You standing there denying black people entrance to the school you attend.
And now he owns black people.
No, let's think about this now. You don't want these black people coming in your school.
Mm-hmm.
He was 15 years old.
Yeah.
Do you still feel like that at 1,000 years old? Yes.
I was just about to say
because what would change your mind?
Right.
What would change your mind?
Right. Well, I mean, you can go to recent history.
Okay.
When they were doing the protests, what did he tell his players?
If you take that knee,
so I mean, you ain't got to go back. You ain't got to even ask that question because he's shown in recent years where his mindset is, and he also, because we covered this in another episode. Yeah. He also knows that he ain't got to speak on his own behalf. He ain't got to defend himself.
No,
because here come the other one's gonna bust out there and show, hey man, look, Jerry, that's Jerry. I mean, look, when we talked about that, this is the example I gave when people was trying to say, well, he was 15, he didn't know no better, or 14, whatever he was. Mm-hmm. And I told Keisto, I say, Think about when you was 14 years old and somebody told you, hey man, don't go down there on that corner down there because you wanted to find out what's going on that corner down there and you knew exactly what they was doing. You can't play it off like you didn't understand.
Exactly.
It's a lot of stuff I did at 14 that I knew exactly what I was doing and I knew it was wrong and I had to sneak and do it. So I can't let you get away with the past of, well, I didn't know. You wasn't 2 months old. You was 14, bro. People having babies at 14. People robbing banks and committing murders at 14 years old. You knew what you was down there doing. So, I mean, we had to just understand and be able to separate, if we sports fans, which all of us are, separate the actual sport. Hey, man, I'm watching this as a fan. I'm a fan of these certain players. I'm not a fan of the so-called ownership. And you have to separate that from it if you're going to enjoy it as entertainment. But I don't like when people try to justify what any of those racist cats do because you can't do it.
You can't justify it. You can't justify standing there and try to say he was just a kid, you know. You know what he was doing.
On
He
another
didn't
note,
want the niggas around him.
what you think? What's your take on Deion? A lot of people conflicted on that too.
Yeah, but a lot of people don't have they don't have themselves together.
Yeah.
Right?
1,000.
Let me put something on your mind. Now I'm the first person in the room that'll stand up and say, man, I love my people, man.
Yeah.
You know, I'll do anything for my people, man. But will my people reciprocate? The man was working at Jackson State and they was screwing him out of his money.
Breaking in his cars, office.
Whatever. But I'm just saying, like, you saying that you only made $30,000, but it's 65,000 people in the building.
Yeah.
You keep my money. Just give me some the whatever kind of deal they had worked out.
They said you're supposed to get like half of the stadium fees once it reached over 30,000. The capacity is 60,000, and it was up to capacity every game of the season. But they were telling them he was only getting 20. It was only 28 tickets sold, 28,000 tickets sold.
So they was fucking him.
30. Yeah, they kept it under that 30.
Yeah, they was fucking him. Yeah, he couldn't hit his bonus. No time.
Yeah.
So with that said, would you be mad if I left the office when you refused to pay me? Oh man, you gotta do this for black people. Okay, I don't mind doing it for black people. But do I do it for black people for free? You getting paid? You getting paid? Can I get paid too? Or you just gonna be the only one to get paid and I'm just gonna
Yeah.
You take the money and I'll keep doing this for black people for free. It ain't like a white boy over Jackson State College, is it? What the fuck, man? No.
Yeah.
You're not paying me zero. And I got $5 million over here. Even if they don't have all the money, they got some of the money. When in reality, here I was getting none of the money.
And his presence generated money that they had never generated.
And don't forget, he was donating half his paycheck.
Yeah.
Was he donating half of it or 100%?
Half.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, he donated. He got paid for his time. Yeah. But still, it was supposed to be a piece of money that came to him after every game.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. You don't want to give me nothing. Yeah. I got the house paid.
Every game.
Food and beverage is out of control. Do they sell beer in college?
I don't know. They might.
I don't know, but food and beverage is out of control. Man, we selling hot dogs like steaks.
So $10 hot dog.
God damn, I can't get nothing.
Probably merch too.
Yeah.
Merch?
Oh, of course.
Come on, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, that boy thinking about the air.
No, we're on the same thing. We talked about this. I wasn't mad at Deion at all.
I'm not mad at him
Even before I knew all of the
TV
stuff that you
contracts.
just detailed.
Oh, yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
TV contract, you
Yeah.
right.
Oh man.
Yeah, nah,
you know,
you know,
ESPN and
Yeah.
all.
Nah.
And they had a reality show they were trying to pitch too.
Yeah.
Nah. I take Deion aside, and I think that anybody that's mad at Deion, like Stephen A. Smith, who I think is a joke anyway. Like was he down with Deion? Was he upset? He probably was pissed off because anything to throw a nigga under the bus as far as Stephen A. Smith is concerned. Yeah.
Man, I got that wrote down. What about the black sellouts, man? I mean, it's getting ridiculous, bro. It's like,
Man, you know what? It's a good thing to sell your people out. They pay you more money.
it's big business. Huh?
It's big business.
Man.
To sell your people out, to throw black people under the bus is big business.
That's great.
Kyrie Irving. Kyrie Irving posted a picture.
That's it.
Right. Didn't say a
Didn't
word.
say a word.
Didn't say a mumbling word. And got treated like he was a mass shooter. Got treated worse than a mass shooter because a mass shooter went to Burger King. I took the Burger King. But that's another story. Look, still ain't said a word.
That's it.
Ain't said a word.
Nike took the
Took the
contract.
contract
Yeah.
and said they can't work with him ever.
The NBA suspended it.
Right. And they put him on the apology tour.
Yeah, and you gotta go to.
You got to go to sensitivity
Yeah.
training. You got to show us that you remorseful. Remorseful for
I just posted some shit.
yeah.
The secret relationship between black and Jews.
That's a book you need. B. You need that book, B. You think you pissed off now. You read this book. I'm scared to know. I'm scared to see what's gonna happen. Because this reveals almost everything. That's volume 2. If you read that book, I'm scared to see. I'm scared to. I don't even know what to say. I don't even know what to think what's gonna happen. But yeah, it just amazes me. You hit the nail on the head. You said that selling out black folks, selling out black folks is big business.
Yeah.
You know, it's set up that way to where you can just send one of them out. Go get him. Go get him, boy. And they gonna go get him.
You see how Stephen A. was defending Jerry Jones with the whole outfits and everything? It was crazy.
He was defending Jerry, but I mean that's an easy way to get his money. That's the easy way to get his contract renewed.
Bro, at the end of the day, no individual can rise higher than the condition of their people. And it's going to be a sad place for them type of cats who make their living off of throwing brothers and sisters on the bus like that, man. That's a tough thing. We got the OG legend, Mr. Scarface. We're going to get you out of here, man, real
Man,
quick.
I really appreciate
I wanted
you.
to ask you, before you go, like, how you feeling? Because I ain't never get a chance to talk to you about what your son did, man. In terms of giving you that kidney, man. That's the strongest form of love that you can
display,
imagine, man. But I see you now.
Yeah.
You're looking good. You're back on the scene. How you feeling, bro?
Yeah.
Better than I deserve, bro. Man, I got my strength back. I got my weight back.
There you go.
I'm just blessed, man. It's oh, man. All right.
How your son? How is he doing?
Man, he better than I am.
Snap back, yeah.
He better than I am. He's better. Yeah, he's way better. But here's the thing, bro.
Yeah, shout out to Chris. Man.
Shout out to Chris Jordan.
Man.
A lot of. I want to tell everybody what I went through,
Yeah.
Okay.
and then you can see where I'm at right now.
Because that's what we was talking about before you came.
Yeah.
You were saying like your outlook on life got to be different because now it seems like you looking from a whole different
New
perspective.
lease.
Yeah.
I am.
And you only focus on what really matters.
Bro, I'm
Yeah.
gonna tell you something. In March of 2020, I'm sorry, I caught something that I couldn't shake. I couldn't breathe. I couldn't walk. I was just tired all the time. I just couldn't breathe like it was an elephant on my chest. And I finally went to the doctor. I thought it was pneumonia.
Yeah.
Which probably started off as pneumonia. Never know.
Yeah.
But my lungs had filled up with fluid.
Right.
My heart, the second my heart filled up with fluid. My kidneys failed, and I had the COVID on top of that.
Yeah.
And my heart collapsed on one side. So That's all in the month. That's all at the same time.
Right.
In March.
Right.
I finally snapped out of the COVID, went to the hospital, got on dialysis. It had to open up my heart to drain the fluid off of it. And I had to get a kidney transplant.
Right.
So right now, you looking at living testimony that there is a God,
without a doubt,
and God, it's because of God that I'm here. I climbed out of a grave, y'all.
Yeah.
How many people they said died from COVID? Millions of people.
Yeah.
Well, I was one of those people that was supposed to kick out, looking at all the illness
because of all
that I had at the same time,
the
right?
comorbidity.
So the COVID didn't cause it.
The COVID did cause it. That's what caused it all. Yeah.
It's underlying condition that the COVID triggers.
It attacked all of that at the same time, and it killed a lot of people. And I was on that list, but God said no. And it brings me to and then I'm gonna say this, and then we can end peacefully. We don't realize how precious time is until that clock is ticking. You know, until you realize, like, damn, that clock ticking, man, and I ain't got but 20 minutes left.
Man, come on.
You tend to look at time different, man.
I know you do.
Yeah, and my advice to anybody would be to don't do shit to waste your time.
Yeah.
Because I've seen people get their money back, their woman back. I've seen people get their house back. I've seen them get their cars back. I've seen them get their friends back.
Right. Yeah.
I've never seen nobody get their time.
A bad man, you get some time back, boy.
Yeah.
You a bad man, you get that time. You ain't getting
time
back,
man.
Yeah.
It's gone. That time is behind you, man.
Don't
Don't waste your time, bro. If it does not benefit you in any way, then why waste time? Don't waste your time, man.
Good teacher. Good teacher.
Reno, man, I appreciate you, man. I love you, bro.
I love you.
I respect you, man, to the utmost. I think you are the best MC that ever lived and crossed the game. And this is coming from one of the best.
Look at that.
When you listen to this dude, you'll understand what I mean by K Reno. And when you just shake your head, like every time you say his name, just do this.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be.
Damn, K Reno.
Nothing, man.
What did South Park? What was, since y'all both around from South Park, y'all both high tier artists. What did South Park role play in both of your lives?
Just being from South Park.
Yeah.
It was a breeding ground, bro, because
Yeah.
South Park had so many killers, man. All the rappers, man.
Dude.
You talking about
Nip.
Bass, Gangsta Nip, Klondike Cat.
Oof.
Yeah.
You know, AC Chill, all these.
Chill! Oh! Man, when we talk about Kiki,
Kiki, God.
Neighborhood Kills, who else out of the South Side?
Killer Calion.
Killer Cow.
PSK, man.
Man, PSK 13.
I'm
like,
forgetting somebody, but it's just a breeding ground. It just,
I don't
you had to
know,
go hard, bro.
Who are we missing?
Man.
Lil Flip come out of
Come on, that's all South Park.
Yeah, Botany.
Come on.
Dirty Red,
Fat
Fat Pat, Hawk.
Yeah.
Damn,
Screw.
Yeah.
Screw Knife from South Park.
And then we talking about rappers, really.
Oh,
you know?
rappers.
But that's what I'm saying. Even if we talking, the guys we naming, they all from different generations.
Yeah, they all come out of that
our
South Side.
generation. Then here comes Screwed Up Quick, here come Calion, and all. It's like even all the way up to Sauce Walker and them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's no disrespect.
Yeah.
It's just something about South Park and that South Side. Just a lot of monsters just came up out that mud, man.
And we got some heat out of there. And we missing a lot of people.
Dope E, man.
Dope E, yes.
You know.
And man, I love y'all to death, Reno, man. Like I say, man, I appreciate you, man. I respect you and I respect your career, bro. And I love what you're doing with the community and bro. And anytime I'm on the phone.
Thank you. And look, when I hit him up, I'm gonna tell you what he said before we go. I hit him up. He say he wouldn't know hello what he say. Reno, what you need and where you need me to be. That's exactly what he said.
Period.
So what you need, where you need me to be. I was like, oh man, he made this real easy.
But I call him too.
Yeah, exactly.
But I call him.
Yeah, no, man, this ain't no shit that just happened last week.
No, it's real.
Oh, this ain't no brothers just hanging around each other that just like each other while we together.
Right, yeah, right.
You know, like, no, man, I hold them in the highest regard. When we talk about MCs and MCs that come out of Houston or MCs that come from, he the one.
We always tell him he's your favorite rapper's favorite rapper, bro.
Yeah, my favorite.
This man is
everybody's favorite rapper.
Face of our city. No pun intended, but like I say, he brought credibility to our region because when they heard him, they heard somebody who was in an echelon with anybody who ever came through the annals of history and rap music that could stand next to any one of them, and they all the greatest of the greats. They don't know me, they know him, and they respect him. So shout out to our brother Scarface.
Listen, I'm popping in the clip every time the wind blows.
Man, you know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, we gonna clap it
out my window.
That's love and respect, man, and I appreciate you. What up, man? It's your big brother KB,
And Keith Stowe in the door.
Underground Dialogue Podcast. As y'all can see, man, the merch is in. We got
in.
hoodies, we hats and hoodies on these boys, man. So look, if y'all want to get some of this Underground Dialogue Podcast merchandise, y'all need to jump on it now. Let them know what they got to do.
You just go to the website. It's called undergrounddialogue.com and picture whatever you need. We got you right there, man. Come and help support the Underground Dialogue Podcast. And man, get you some of this cold ass merch, man.
You know what I'm saying? Y'all know what it is, man. We ain't playing with them, man. Look at that.
All grassroots, man.
You know what I'm saying? These are different. See, this is the logo,
And this is the logo
more of the corporate look. So whatever y'all need, different colors. You don't want to be like this right around time, just in time for winter.
Right in time for Christmas. Go to undergrounddialogue.com. Get yours today.
What's up, man? It's your big brother K Reno, and check this out, man. The Underground Dialogue Podcast is offering advertising opportunities, man. You can promote your business, you can promote your video, your song, whatever it is that you have, man. Reach out to us if you're interested in promoting on the Underground Dialogue Podcast. All you got to do is email us at undergrounddialoguepodcast@gmail.com. Get it.